Good morning, everybody. This is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So head and shoulders yesterday and channel today. So this is on the daily. We're just starting from the daily. So we had a pretty big engulfing bar here, and we did drop below the daily level here, which was kind of what we were looking for a breakout to the downside, but that never materialized. However, we haven't got to that structure. We're on this bit of structure. Just give me 1 second so I can get them both in. So there's your tail to the upside, there's your tail to the downside. So that zone is something we need to be paying attention to. I don't like the way the oscillators are looking at the moment, and also don't like the way that we are in between the moving averages here on the 8 hour. That is an indication of a range forming. So this head and shoulders is still very much in play. It's only when we take out the head that it nullifies itself. We have got a pretty well-defined channel at the moment, though, and the narrative is still pretty much the same. So a break below 39.19, or sorry, 39.15, that validates this head and shoulder structure for a move to the downside. So that is something we do need to be paying attention to. And then on the 3 hour, we've got a mess of the moving averages here, no real crossover just yet. And this looks to me like an exhaustion bar. Exhaustion bar into nowhere, because we haven't quite picked up the levels. So are we looking for longs or are we looking for shorts? Might as well toss a coin at the moment. I think that's what we're seeing here. So the Dow Jones is looking interesting. That's looking relatively bullish. But when I look at the DAX and the S&P, it's two confused markets. So, which one is telling the truth? The other thing that you've got is that the VIX was up 8% yesterday. Normally when the VIX goes up by that portion, you normally have a fall in the market, and we didn't. We had a rise in the market. So what is happening? Nobody really knows. We've got quite a bit of data. We've got CPI data today. We've got the Fed's coming out tomorrow. So there's quite a bit of data that we need to worry about. And personally, I think it's probably wise just to sit back and watch these things unfold, because I'm not entirely sure that you want to be long, and I'm not entirely sure that you want to be short. So if we just look at this from the 15-minute perspective, we didn't get a pullback onto structure. There was, I suppose we could argue that that was a level there, but against my rules, we're below the moving averages, so not something that I would be taking. And you can see this structure here, the entry would have been up there with a stop there, 150 point stop loss before an acceleration to the upside. But the fact that we're in amongst moving averages would not have got me long. We closed all the gaps to the upside pretty quickly, and we've got one rejection here, then we've got a engulfing bar over that, then we've got a inside bar. And now if you look at the oscillators, they're kind of all over the place, but you probably would be arguing you just pick up these levels quickly. So this one here is going to be important because it is the previous is a daily high there, so that's pretty important. So pullbacks to 39.77, 39.83. Those are the ones that we should be paying attention to, because they should get us going long again. This 4,000 area, as I said yesterday, there there are a lot of options expiring at that level. So what should I rather say? There's a lot of open interest with options that are targeting 4,000. A lot. So it's not too surprising to see us hovering around this space. And our December monthly options main target area is 4,000 as well. So there you are. Are we going to reject this level? Are we going to break through it? Are we going to just hover around here? Anybody's guess at the moment. Personally, I think what we want to do is wait for the confirmation for the longs. We do have a trend line break here as well. I think that's the other thing just to make sure that you are on top of, which is there. I can do it like that if you want. So there's the most logical one right there. And you can see that was a break and an acceleration away from it. So it makes sense to be looking for longs. You want to see the pullbacks onto structure. And then there's a third level here, which I'd also just keep my eye on, because it could be something else as well, which is down at 39.58. So that's kind of my view. I'll wait for the pullback and then see if we get some buyers going. Pay attention to CPI today. If it is a much better than expected number, yeah, then you're going to see this thing fly. If it's a lot worse than expected, you're going to see it fly. You're going to see it drop. So that's kind of the moral of the story today. And just dropping down to 5 minutes just to check if there are any gaps. There's one little gap down there. There's another one there. That looks like a gap as well. Yeah, there's a gap there. Yeah, there are gaps down here at the bottom here. So that's around this 39.59, 39.60 area. Your guess is as good as mine today, I'm afraid. I think I'm just going to sit back and wait for the data and then make a call on what to do. With the oscillators group like this, the upside on the hour, I'd want to see a pullback and a deeper pullback with the oscillators easing off. Come back onto structure. We do have a crossover. Stay above the 155. That'll get me excited about moving to the upside. But it has been extremely volatile since, well, the whole of December. It's been really weird. You had this nice big break and then all of that, those gains taken out, and now we're just above it again. So actually starting to talk to me about going on holiday and just leaving this and coming back next year. But anyway, we will watch this today. This 4,000 level is critical, as I keep saying. And if we do get a monthly close above that, that's going to start building structure for us for a continuation to the upside. And I think that is what we should be paying attention to more than anything else. Pay attention to the 4,000 level. Hope this helps. That's it for me today, and we will catch up with you tomorrow. Cheers for now.